Welcome to your vocal warm-up. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through each of the exercises provided in the packages I sent out to you. Now, what you do with this information, totally up to you. If you want, every time you want to warm up, you could put this video on and practice along with me. You could use this video to learn the exercises and then practice them by yourself. Or you could use this video to learn the exercises, throw the exercises out the door, and make up your own exercises. All of these are valid. Take this time to really enjoy the process of warming up and get excited. We're going to do some awesome singing. Let's get started. What you just heard is an octave, a set of 8 notes that repeats throughout the piano or keyboard. What do I mean by this? I mean that this is known in letter values as a C, middle C to be exact, because it's the middlemost C on a piano or keyboard. But they are all also known as a C. It can get really confusing. Basically, we only use the letters A through G and then we repeat ourselves because otherwise we'd run out of letters. Another way to look at this is to use the values that Julie Andrews assigned to us in The Sound of Music. Do through do and back down to do. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. If you look at your exercises, you'll see the first one is to go from do to do. Simple. What's going to happen now is that I'll demonstrate once, then we'll do it together, and on the third time, you're on your own. Demonstrating. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And now on your own. Now let's go back the other way. I'll demonstrate first, then we'll do it together, and on the third time, you're on your own. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Together. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And one time on your own. Now let's put the whole thing together. I mean from do to do and back down again. I'll demonstrate, then together, and then you're on your own. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Don't worry if you can't get it all in one breath. We're working on it. Together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And one time on your own. Now we can have some fun with it. You can put do anywhere on the piano. Down here, up here. It really doesn't matter. The same principle applies. So if we do the octave from here, what will that sound like? I'll demonstrate once, then we'll do it together, and on the third time, that's right, you're on your own. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. On your own. Now let's take it a little lower. I'll demonstrate, then we'll sing it together, and then you're on your own. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Together. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. And on your own. Now play around with it. Put it on any note you want. Hum a note. Think of a note, pluck it out of nowhere. See what you can come up with. All right, a change of pace. If you've been sitting down, please stand up while we work on our breath technique, because singing is nothing if it's not breathing first. So if I give you the most unattractive angle of me, this one, you'll see when I breathe in, every part down here expands. But it's not only just the expansion, it's also the power and control of which we allow the air to be released. So, we're going to use the sounds ha and he. But see what I've done there is I've done a lot of breath work coming out from my mouth. Ha, he, like you're about to spit on someone. We don't want this sound. What we're searching for is control. And if you put your hands on your hips or on your diaphragm, what you'll feel, hopefully, is those muscles actually expanding and contracting when you go ha, he, ha, he, ha, he. Okay? So put your hands here, wherever is comfortable, as long as it's on your hips or diaphragm. Putting your hands up here is not going to help anybody. All right. Ha, he, ha, he. Show you my unattractive angle. Ha, he, ha, he, ha, he. Okay, that's the sort of feeling we're looking for when we do this next exercise. Once again, I'll demonstrate, then we'll do it together. And on the third time, you're on your own. Ha, he, ha, ha. Together. Ha, he, ha, ha. Now on your own. Great job. Like any other exercise, we can move this across the piano. So if I were to put it here, what would that sound like? I'll demonstrate first. Ha, he, ha, ha. Now, together. Ha, he, ha, ha. And now, on your own. Keeping our hands on our diaphragm or on our hips, wherever is most comfortable, you would have been feeling that slight push, that slight expansion and contraction. That is what gives us those beautiful staccato notes, indicated in your booklet by the little black dot underneath each note. In your next exercise, we're going to be doing all staccato notes on ha. Like always, I'll demonstrate the first time, then we'll do it together, and on the third time, you're on your own. Ha, 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 ha. Together. Ha, 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 ha. And now you're on your own. Good job. Just like with all our other exercises, this one too can be taken all over the keyboard. I think it's really important to take it a bit lower than your range requires and a little bit higher than your range requires. It really helps build support throughout all of your range. Let's start down here. Ah, 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 ah. And now, together. Ah, 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 ah. And now, on your own. Now let's take it a little higher. Again, I'll demonstrate, then we'll do it together, and on the third time, you're on your own. Ha, 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 ha. Together. ah, 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 ah. Your turn. Too easy. Explore this one, take it wherever you want to take it. Always push the boundaries of your range just a little bit. Not too much, but you want to make sure that you have the same strength and support lower and higher. For me, I practice this lower a lot because I know I'm a higher registered singer, so therefore it's more comfortable for me to do things up high. So I bring it down so that I'm just as strong on the low notes as I am on the high notes. Use this information to benefit you however you need it to. For the dreaded word, lip trills. They are a great way to maintain breath control because you have a set phrase and you've got to continue a clean line all the way through and then back again. I know no one likes them. We'll try and power through them, but you've got to get them right. So let's go. We're going to do 5 notes. And I'm not going to say it anymore. You know it. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. You're going to do it. That's the last time I say it. Ready? Let's do it. Let's do another semitone. Great. Okay, done. Don't want to do lip trills anymore? Fine, I understand. Let's work on vowels. Now, when I say let's work on vowels, the most important thing to do there is to not spread them. What do I mean by that? Let's get rid of all the ochre. A, E, I, E. Yeah? Put your fingers just on the corners of your lips. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, O, U. Okay? Same exercise, but you're going to pick a vowel. We're going to start with ah, ah, and we're going to run the same exercise we just did before, but instead of doing lip trills, we do them on a vowel. What does this look like? You know the drill. Me, us, you. Let's do it. Ready? Ah, ah, ah. Ready? Ah, ah, ah. Ready? Ah, ah, ah. One more. Ready? Ah, ah. I lied. Last one. Ah, ah. Let's take it back the other way and change up the vowel. Why not? This time we're going to do oo. Not o, oo. Okay, let's go from down here. Ooh, ooh, on your own. Great, too easy, we're going lower. On your own. One more. cutting out. Ooh, on your own. Easy. Follow this to do any pattern of 5 notes across it, any vowel, pick your favorite, pick your least favorite. Actually, I've changed my mind. And yeah, explore this exercise however you'd like to. Now we're going to look at intervals. The reason this is important isn't for all of the theory behind it, but it's literally for the point that if you start on a note and you don't know where the next one is, even though you can see it on the page, like, oh, it's a black colored in circle with a line going through it, but you don't know where that is, then what's the point? No point. So the activity for this one, same as always, me, us, you, ma, lu. Remember to get those vowels nice and narrow. Ma, lu. Great. And it goes like this. Ma, lu, ma, lu, ma, lu. Ma, lu, ma, lu, ma, lu. And on your own. Awesome. Now we're going to add in a bit of rhythm to this. You've probably noticed this is in 2/4, which means there are 2 crotchet beats per bar. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So everybody clap along. Easy peasy. So we're going to move it up a semitone. Keep clapping along. 1, 2, 1, 2. Malu, malu, malu. Malu, malu, malu. Great. Up one more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Malu, malu, malu. Malu, malu, malu. The next exercise is to descend in thirds. What you'll notice about this one is that if you have a note that starts on a black line, the third below it or the third above it will also be on a black line. If you have a note that starts in a space, you guessed it, the third above it or the third below it will also be in a space. Na-ni, 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 na. Na-ni, 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 na. Great, let's move that up a semitone. Na-ni, 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 na. Na-ni, 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 na. And once again, we're going to move it up. Na-ni, 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 na. Na-ni, 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 na. Now let's work our way back down. Na-ni, 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 na. Na-ni, 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 na. And again. Na-ni, 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 na. Na-ni, 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 na. Great, and you can take that anywhere on the keyboard. Now we're going to look at taking bigger and bigger interval jumps. What I mean by this is we'll have a root note we always come back to, and every time we jump away, the gap gets a little bit bigger across the octave. You can use solfa, which is the term we use for do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, but shorter, or you can do it on numbers 1 through 8, whatever works for you. I'm going to use solfa because it's what we've used so far. Again, I'll sing it first, then we'll do it together, and then you can have a crack. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, ti, do, do. Together. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, sol, do, la, do, ti, do, do. And now on your own. Great. Now let's go back down the other way. Starting here and making the same jumps, but just from high to low instead of low to high. Do, ti, do, la, do, sol, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do, do. Together. Do, ti, do, la, do, sol, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do, do. And on your own. Easy as. We're now moving on to vowels and consonants. The importance here is that as a choir, it's so easy to just become a big wall of sound. Which is fine, but it won't get any message across that you're trying to convey to anybody, which is really important, and why learn the lyrics if no one's going to understand you. This first one we're going to look at s, p, and t, which can often be those ones that pop microphones, the s, p. We've all had that principal that gets too close to the microphone and goes p, and then the whole room just cringes. We're trying to avoid that here. The lyrics for this one are sip, saw, su, or tip, taw, two. Sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, su. Sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, su. On your own. Now let's try it on tip, taw. Tip, taw, tip, taw, tip, taw, tip, taw, two. Tip, taw, tip, taw, tip, taw, tip, taw, two. And now on your own. And with all of our exercises, we can move it up and down the keyboard. Let's move sip, saw up a semitone. Sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, su. Sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, sip, saw, su. On your own. Now let's move tip-taw up again. Tip-taw, 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 two. Tip-taw, 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 two. On your own. The next one uses thumb and fee. Remember that in singing, your sound is on a vowel, so don't hold the M for too long. All right, let's give it a go. Thumb, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, foo. Thumb, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, foo. And on your own. And we can do that all over the shop as well. Let's bring this one down. Fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, on your own. Great, let's bring it down again. Fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, foo. Fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, fum, fee, foo. And on your own. Great, and again, pull that all over the keyboard. And as our last exercise, let's throw in a tongue twister. Really get the jaw and the mouth working so you can get out there and sing some great tunes. Ready? Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. On your own. Let's go up. Let's go. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. Together. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. And on your own. Let's go up, but make it a little bit quicker. Ready? Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. All right, last one. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. Summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, summer sooner, some. On your own. And that's it. Okay, so I really hope that you enjoyed the warm-ups. Remember, you can take them apart, smash them together. You don't have to do every single one every single time you go to warm up. Mix and match, decide what you need today. Decide what your body needs today. Or just do lip trills. Don't just do lip trills. Do something else as well as lip trills. And I can't wait to work with you guys in person, albeit virtually.